all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shalom, Kakadash. Never want to say the apostle, elders, a great millstone. Shalom, all time, talking about the push word, sincerity, and the truth. Yeah, this is another lesson going into. This coronavirus is just the beginning of woes. You know, as everybody's familiar with in the world that's aware, that coronavirus is boiling over, man. Spreading from China to Italy, to Iran, all throughout, South America, and here in the U.S. you have in Washington, they're in a state of emergency. San Fran is on a state of emergency. The CDC is recommending everybody to prepare, for times of crisis. The Dow is, I think it just dropped another 1,000 points. It's dropping dramatically. People are prepping at an all-time high. A lot of these different stores are being, pushed into vacancy because people are spending all their money on survival goods. They don't know how long this thing is going to take to get a vaccination and whatnot. And then on top of that, they were speaking about how you have this coronavirus is mutating, and it's two different strains of COVID-19. So these people are in for a rude awakening, and the Lord said that the whole world is going to feel the wrath of His judgment. He said that He's going to send plagues upon the earth. It's written all throughout the scriptures. And as we are all familiar with, we're around the time of the Passover. The Passover is right around the corner. And before the Passover, you had the plagues of Egypt. And these people are really jacked up in the spirit, and they're in a total frenzy. But this is just the beginning, man. The Lord is going to send 10 times more plagues to the world as we know it. Not only did He speak about the plagues, He spoke about martial law. All right. The month of March, of course, March is synonymous with the Greek god Mars, and Mars was known as the god of war, and that's where you have martial law, which a lot of this 8.5, if I'm not mistaken, $8.5 billion funding, from the United States. A lot of that's going to go to state emergency, and it's going to go into the troops, man. If it gets that bad, they're going to have to quarantine cities. They're going to make it where, you can't, really come in a full contact. And then, like in China, they're knocking on door to door, and they're using the scanners to see if they test positive or negative for that virus. If they test positive, then they're yanking them out the house, man. And that's going to be 10 times that way. And the United States is going to get to real drastic measures, and the government is going to get extremely austere. And it was a couple whistleblowers, an individual speaking about how in China, they're burning bodies up. They're burning thousands of bodies, and they have a crematory or area where they cremate. All right, they said that usually cremation houses run 5 to 6 hours a day. They said that they got those cremation houses running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, man. Because people are dropping dead left and right, and these places are popping up. It's spotting all over the world. Here in the United States, it's in the major cities of the United States. Like I said, Illinois, California, DC, if I'm not mistaken, New York, Florida, here in Georgia, then you have, like I said, you have it everywhere, and for brothers in the faith of Yahweh Shema Shah, we shouldn't be in a state of hysteria, man. We shouldn't be in that pandemonium spirit, running to stock up on goods and things of that nature, because we know that the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah got us, and the Lord said He spoke about these things in 2 Ezra the 9th chapter, and it will all indicate the end of these societies, the end of Babylon the Great, and the rise of Israel. So as brothers, we just have to constantly pray, constantly stay on top of our game, and stay occupied in prophecy, because in my opinion, and what these analysts are saying, they say, it's really not even, it hasn't even intensified yet. Even though it's bad right now, it's still in its developing stages. It still hasn't, infected damn near, 40% of the population. They said that it's projected to, affect possibly like 50%, And these are what analysts are predicting, and they believe to be so. Is it gonna be exactly that amount? We don't know. We just have to sit back and watch. Hey, the scripture tells us in the scriptures in the Bible to watch as well as pray. So as time progresses, in the next coming months, we'll see how bad it's gonna get. And it's gonna get to these different cities. If I